Something really bad can happen to home buyers after buying a home. So bad, in fact, that there's a name for it. It also happens after buying cars and other large purchases. It even happens to me when I buy a Big Mac when I'm supposed to be on a diet. I'm sure you've heard the term buyer's remorse. One of my roles I play as a real estate broker is to help my clients avoid this buyer's remorse. Now, I also have many other roles such as contract writer, home warranty orderer, sales price and concession negotiator, and marriage counselor. But today I want to talk about my role as my client's buyer's remorse avoider. There are many pitfalls and hurdles to buying a home in such a way that you don't end up with buyer's remorse. Let me run through what I think are the 5 most common. First, don't buy more home than you can afford. Now, this is not as big an issue as it was back in the early to mid 2000s, but it still happens. You need to take into consideration not only the principal and interest payments, but also taxes, insurance, utility bills, POA fees, etc. Do your homework. Have your real estate agent get the monthly utility bills from the current owner if possible. It would really stink to move in and find out the heating bill is triple what you were expecting because the insulation in the home is so poor. Second, get a home inspection. And make sure the contract has a clause that allows you to get out of the deal if you find something in the home inspection report you don't like. Your real estate agent knows the local home inspectors. Get one that is detailed and has good referrals from others. Imagine falling in love with a home only to move in and find out that there's a bat colony living in the attic and wood rot on the floor joists in the crawl space. Third, don't be afraid to walk away. There are a few times in a contract that you can legally get out of it. Check with your agent or attorney for specifics. The contract I usually use allows you to get out because of issues that arise from the home inspection, and also by law within 3 days of receiving a property owners association binder where there is a property owners association. Check with your lender, real estate agent, or attorney for other times. There are times when home buyers will actually ignore major structural issues or defects in a home because it has the cutest little breakfast bay you ever saw. Fourth, use a local lender if possible. You can get some great rates from these online firms or the out-of-area firms and some great deals, but is the hassle worth it? The only times I've had clients close late or not close at all because of the lender has been when that lender was not local and had no local reps. With most online and large out-of-area firms, you rarely talk to a person, and when you do talk to someone, it's different than the person you talked to last time. A local lender can usually do just as good a job on the rate and incentives as the national firm and give you much better service. When you use a local loan officer, you meet with them in person and they will personally walk you through the entire process. When any issues pop up, you know who to call. Because they know the market and only service loans in that market, the underwriting process is usually much smoother and less chance of the underwriter asking for more information on the day of the closing because the loan officer wasn't familiar with the particular area enough to know what docs to fill out and send in with the package. If you can't resist the urge to use a national firm, make sure you set the closing date a couple of weeks before you actually have to close because closings are often delayed with them. And make sure you call and email often to make sure you don't get dropped in the cracks. Also, try and use a real estate agent that isn't on their list. Often, the agents on their lists have to give close to half their commission to get the referral from them. How hard would you work at your job for half pay? Fifthly, let's go back to the initial home search. Look at the structure and layout and condition of the actual home. You really need to look past the current homeowner's decorations and the way they live in a home. Imagine a home that looks like a dump inside and out. The sofa has holes in it, the TV was made in 1960, the carpet has stains, and the landscaping is awful. But if the bones of the home are good, and you like the layout and the flow in the area, then great. Possibly it's the home for you. The current homeowner's sofa and TV aren't staying, and carpet and landscaping can be fixed. On the flip side of that, some folks walk into a home and fall in love. The colors are warm and inviting. The husband sees a 72-inch TV in the man cave, and the family room is decorated with Virginia Tech stuff, and you are the biggest Hokie fan ever, and the most beautiful 1966 Ford Mustang is fully restored and parked in the garage. But guess what? The TV, Hokie stuff, and Mustang aren't staying. Look hard at the stuff you can't change, or at least can't change within reasonable financial constraints. Layout, kitchen designs, the number of rooms and the room sizes, the location of the home and school zones. If you have any questions at all about real estate in Hampton Roads, or just want to find out what your home is worth or how much home you can afford, don't hesitate to call, text, or email. Thanks, and have a blessed day.